Hi everybody, welcome back to Starfield, and in this beginner's guide tutorial video I want to talk about what you can do when you become too encumbered, so you're carrying too much stuff. And the biggest problem with that is that you can't fast travel, and you start using up your oxygen, and then you might even start generating too much CO2, so you start becoming damaged. So if we look in our inventory by sort of going to the bottom right hand corner and selecting that, if you look right at the bottom we can see the mass level. So I can carry a total of 140 mass. At the moment I've got 87. I can go over that by a long way, you know, treble that, quadruple it, and still walk around, but I will use my stamina really fast. So you can use your oxygen really fast, then you can get damaged if you're not careful. But more importantly, you can't fast travel, which is a real pain because fast travel is such an important part of this game. So let's say we want to get rid of something. Let's imagine I've picked up a lot of lead because I'm doing building in a base and I need lots of it. The first thing you can do is if you go up to your companion and just talk to them and go, let's trade gear.
I'd be happy to carry a few things for you.
We can look at the bottom of Sarah's inventory. We can see she can carry a total of 135 mass. At the moment, she's only got 55. So what I do is if I press LB to go to my inventory and then go down to, in this case, resources, I can go to lead, and then if you see at the bottom screen it says press A to trade. So I can trade and I can tell her, you take all of that off me. So she's now taken all of that off
Admiral
me,
Logan's office shouldn't be terribly
and
far.
that may well give me now the ability to fast travel to where I want to go. Also, and you may not have discovered this yet as well, is inside your ship you have the cargo space of your ship, and in the first ship you get, it's actually at the front here, and what you do is you press X to transfer, and then what it goes through straight away is your ship's capacity. So if you go and look at the bottom screen, it says this ship has got the capacity to carry 450. At the moment it's up to 283. If I press LB to go to my inventory, let's go down to resources again, and I want to transfer that. If you look at the bottom screen, it says store A. So I can store those two things. So they're now in the inventory of my ship, which is very useful, which again could free me up to go and do stuff. Now the question then is, what happens when your ship fills up as well? Well, then you can go and sell stuff. So if you go, for example, to New Atlantis, to the spaceport, as soon as you get out of your spaceship and go to the right a little bit, there's the fella who offers to repair your ship, and there's also one of the trading terminals. You can go up to that and you can sell stuff to get rid of it that way, or you can visit some of the other vendors in and around New Atlantis, or around any other places you want as well. But also with outposts, if you build storage on your outposts, you can put stuff in there. So for example, here on this particular outpost, which I'm using to extract beryllium and aluminium, here we have this transfer container. Now this one's actually full at the moment, but what you can do is you can transfer things to here, so you can carry it across and put it in. As you can see, if you look at the bottom of the screen, this transfer container has a mass of 200, and it's full up because I've been very good at finding resources and adding to them, so you can store stuff there. But what's really cool is that if your ship is close enough, so if you've landed at your outpost, when you're inside your ship, here we go, so if we get on board it again,
It's a pleasant change of scenery.
and then you go to the hold again, and we go to transfer. If you press LB, there's my inventory. Press LB again, we get the outposts inventory. Now what we can do at this point is that we can transfer stuff from the outpost to our ship. Now you can't do it the other way around. So because we're at the ship, we can pull stuff out of the outpost and put it straight into the ship's hold. If we wanted to do it the other way, so if we wanted to take stuff out of the ship's hold and put it in the outpost, what you would do is you would go to the ship's inventory, and then you would take things into your inventory, then you'd run across to the outposts storage. In that case, it's a transfer storage, and you can put it in there. You can just transfer it across when you're actually at it. But generally, you're doing this when you're close to the container. Anyway, as you see, it's just over there. So it doesn't really matter if you're over encumbered with like 400 mass. You can still go over there and pop it in, and that then gives you the opportunity to find that little bit of extra space you may need. Honestly, though, you will find that once you start really surveying planets and using your lasers to kind of dig stuff up, and you've got some outposts that are kicking out lots of resources, you'll find yourself going to trading outposts. In fact, let's go there, and I'll show you where the quick way to sell stuff. So you can, if you just go to the system menu and then go straight to Alpha Centauri, and then on Alpha Centauri go to Jemison, and then go to New Atlantis, and if we just land there straight away, shouldn't take too long. And then as soon as you come out, you just go right straight away to this Trade Authority kiosk. As you can see, we can now go in and we can sell stuff. Just bear in mind, the only thing you've got to be careful about. So if we press, here we go. If you look in the top right hand corner, you'll see you have vendor credits. So if I was selling, say, some of my weapons that are quite expensive, or you might find some other stuff, the vendor can run out of money. And this can happen at any of the shops in around New Atlantis or anywhere. So be careful as you're selling stuff that they don't run out of money. But that's a really good way of dumping some of your excess stuff that you get, especially things like resources. Although you don't actually earn that much for lots of the resources, especially the common ones like iron and lead. So maybe you're better off just jettisoning them and doing them that way. But there we go. So that is how you can deal with becoming over encumbered and carrying too much stuff. Transfer some to your NPC companion, transfer them to the hold of your ship, transfer them to the storage at your outpost, and then finally, you can sell them, or you could even jettison them or leave them where they are. Okay, so hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, if you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.